Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. Stay tuned for Nationals baseball next. Corey Abbott, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Stepping in, Suzuki, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Right fielder, number 27.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
The 0-1 pitch. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Happ with a 2-1 count now.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Suzuki gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The payoff pitch one more time. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. None out, runners at first and second. Fouled away. The 1-1. Misses, ball two.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
The third baseman, number 16.
So now to the plate, Patrick Wisdom, as he'll take a look at ball one. The 1-0.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. One there on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
That is fair. The center fielder.
Now at the plate, Cody Bellinger. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the stretch. In his career, Bellinger hits a little over the 270 mark. Ready with the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Men on third with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, C.J. Abrams. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going. And this will be fouled away.
The 1-2. He pulls this one into right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
Happ picks it up to second for one. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. One inning in the books here. Cubs lead it 1-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ball game. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting seven.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And the spotlight is going to shine down today for me on Victor Robles. This guy, we've been hearing his name, one of the elite prospects in baseball for multiple years. And now he's getting a chance to put it all on display for the world to see. One of the slickest defenders in the game can go gap to gap with ease.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. Fastball well outside. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now. So bases are empty here with two gone, and next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. First offering on its way. One and one to Tucker Barnhart. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And that's down into left center for a base hit.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Kyle Hendricks is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
A runner on first with two away. Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count. has a look. Now the pitch.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-2. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Right to him. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith.
Dominic Smith.
Infield swung around a bit to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single. Victor Robles digging in now. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. 2-0 to the National center fielder.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. That's in there. 3-1. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Ready now, Luis Garcia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Runners are at first and second with one away. Ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
To second for 1, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
In now, Riley Adams, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Suzuki is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Nats leave a pair. They're down 1-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Suzuki. Here comes the first pitch. Big swing and a miss at the knuckle curve, strike 1.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Ian Happ is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Happ with a swing, and he connects, sends this one to deep right field. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. First home run of the campaign for him as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. A base hit. In his first trip. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
The 3-2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
At the plate, Patrick Wisdom. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The center fielder, number 24, Cody Bellinger.
So here's Cody Bellinger as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a pool. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Three and 0 now.
There's absolutely no need to challenge him in this situation right here. Do yourself a favor, be smart, nibble a little bit, maybe use his aggressiveness against himself.
Oh, he got away with a changeup there. 3-1 now.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
2 out here and a runner at second. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And that's off the left field wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Up next to the Cubs.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Giving chase is Robles. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Nationals nothing. Leading off the inning, Corey Abbott, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch on its way. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. A bouncer to the left side. Swanson picks it up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Settling in now, C.J. Abrams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-0 on the way. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 3-0. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cubs. The first
All set
baseman.
for the start of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Dan, you see the guy out on the mound. He's pitching with bad body language right there. There's blood in the water for a lot of these hitters.
You know, D-Row, you have to make up your mind when you run out there. You're going to do one of 2 things. You're going to be the hunter or the huntee. And right now, they're hunting this guy.
The pitcher, Kyle.
Stepping in now, Kyle Hendricks, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 5 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2. Now the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
To the plate now, Suzuki. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. The 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up, and if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
At the plate now, Ian Happ as he rips it on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Down the third baseline. There's one on the first, and how about that for an entrance? One pitch. Striding in, number 45. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The first baseman, number 45.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here it comes.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And there's one away. And there's the signal now from the crew chief. As we expected, we will have a rain delay.
Begins to be dicey, Matt, if you're one of these managers right now. It looks like this could be delayed somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Do you leave your pitchers in? Most of the ballparks have areas down below where guys can ride the bike or get on the treadmill. But you start getting into that 45-minute to an hour delay, you're starting to really flirt with danger. I'll be interested to see what the managers do with these two pitchers.
And welcome back inside the ball. Park as the weather has finally cleared up. Keenan Thompson enters the game after the delay, which lasted a little under an hour, but we're ready to go now. So striding forward now, Dominic Smith hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight up alignment. Ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now
the next batter, Jamer Candelario, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. No balls and 1 strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. In the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. 1 and 2 now.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, center fielder.
Into the box, Victor Robles. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First pitch of the at-bat. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Comes set, now the pitch. Seared down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Swing and a looper to left. Here comes Mancini. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. So digging in now, Patrick Wisdom. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 16.
First delivery to him on the way. High in the air out to center field. Robles waits on it. 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Nope. 2 balls, no strikes.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Robles is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Trey Mancini. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
1-1 the count. And the pitch. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now.
I got to count 2-2.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Eric Hosmer would be next. The 3-2 pitch is taken on the inside corner. Strike 3. Cubs are down in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
For Washington.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Luis Garcia.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Luis Garcia is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Fouled off. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
The 2-2. Popped him up. Barnhart has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Riley Adams.
At the plate, Riley Adams. Now the pitch.
Hey!
The windup and the 0-1.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. Happ scoops it up. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batting, The pitcher, Zach Ward.
Ildemaro Vargas will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Ildemaro Vargas.
Popped him up. Happ is there, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Mason Thompson is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Number 71, Mason Thompson.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Check swing and a quick appeal down to third, but Darryl Parker says he did not go around. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Tucker Barnhart stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Now batting, the pitcher, Keenan Thompson.
Zach McKinstry will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 6, Zach McKinstry.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Fouled away. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Brandon Hughes enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 47, Brandon Hughes.
Leading off the inning, C.J. Abrams, and they'll need him to get something going here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
0-1 pitch on its way. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right.
But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 1-0 home. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. A 1-1. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the stretch.
Outside, that's a ball.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Therefore it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning. The relay. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Now batting, number 45.
Ready for another shot now, number 45. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here's the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And the tag gets him, but a run is in to score away from the play.
Up next for the Nationals.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 2 out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
1-2 to Dominic Smith.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ground ball, and that's through for a hit.
Up next for the Nationals, the third baseman, Jamer.
In now, Jeimer Candelario, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Fastball called strike. 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Suzuki. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now the pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Dickerson going back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Ian Happ will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First offering on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he's pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now here it comes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. One and two as he chases the slider. Here it comes. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. He's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 16.
So in now for Chicago, Patrick Wisdom. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 2 out, nobody on.
Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 6 and the Nats 1. Cody Heyer gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
number 12, Cody Heyer.
Leading off the inning, Victor Robles, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First delivery to him on the way. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger's under it. One away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Luis Garcia.
So stepping in, Luis Garcia. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
One out, nobody on. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Popped up. Wisdom is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Nationals, the catcher.
So coming to the plate, Riley Adams. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0. A bouncer to the left side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. 8th inning coming up. The Cubs lead this one. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Runners on first with 1 down. Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the... Lane Thomas will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Mancini moving back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 5.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, C.J. Abrams. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Number 38.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. First pitch on its way. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like that, they're going to get right back into this thing.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope. Ball one.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
A bouncer to the left side. And that's the second out.
Now batting, number 45.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 45. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. First offering on its way. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it a 6-2 game.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Into the box, Dominic Smith. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 2 hits. Mackenzie Gore enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Christopher Morrow will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Gore, originally from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And now pitch on the way.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ready for another chance. Suzuki. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Robles is back on it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now back.
Digging in once again, Ian Happ. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Here it comes. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Number 19 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 19.
Jeimer Candelario will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. And he lays off there. 1-0.
Jeimer Candelario.
Here it comes.
2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
2-1 the count. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. Stepping up to the plate, Victor Robles. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Victor Robles.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground to third. He's right there. On to first, and now the Nationals are down to their final out here.
The batter, number 2.
Coming to the plate now, Luis Garcia. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Riley Adams. First
Adams.
pitch coming. Here it is. Hit high and deep to right center. Bellinger's in pursuit. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
6-2 the final total today. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Keenan Thompson claims the win out of the pen, his first. Corey Abbott couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.